Hello dearies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia. So on this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I created this built up neckline blouse. So please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you. So here I just want to draft just like the your basic bodice pattern, but before then I'll be taking out 2 inches as a start point. So I took out 2 inches first, then I drew the line like this. So after that I'll take my shoulder measurement, then I'll mark my armhole measurement. So I'm just drafting like a basic bodies here. So that's what I'm doing. If you don't know how to go about your basic bodice pattern, I already have a video on it, so you can just go through my channel and you check it out. Okay, so here I'm taking the midpoint of the armhole. I take the midpoint. I'm marking the midpoint. After marking the midpoint, I'm going to be coming I'm coming in by half an inch. You can come in by 0.75, but I came in by half an inch, and I just connect like this to my chest line. So now I'm going to be taking my vertical measurements. I took my underbust and my waist, and I'm going to be taking the full length of the blouse, which I took 23. You can take 24, depends on you. So what I did is from my chest line to get my bust point. For my chest line I came down by 1.5 inch. Is constant 1.5 inch to get your bust point. So I'm just taking a break line for my chest line, so to get my 1.5, so that I can get my bust point. Is constant. Okay, so after I've done that, here I'm taking my full measurement. That's like my hip measurement. So from the waist you can just mark your hip measurement. Your hip measurement might be 8 inch, 7 inch, or 9. Okay, so that would determine the length of your blouse. So if you mark it and you just check it from the top to the bottom, you actually know the length, the full length of your blouse. Okay, so after that I'm going to be taking my nipple to nipple point. So just draw it like this. So at my underbust I'm going to be taking my darts. So it depends on how busty you are or how small you are. Okay, that would determine the amount of inches you're going to be taking from your underbust. So for me, busty, though not very, but I'm busty, so I'll be taking 1.5 from the side, and I will take 1 inch for, or 0.75 for the other side. So that's how I took my own. You can just take 1 inch, or you can just make the hole, or whatever you're going to have under there. It might just be just 2 inches, might just be 2.5, So just share it. You might not share it equally, you might just share it separately on it. So I just did mine, and I'm going to use my cuff to connect it like this to the bust point. So I think some of you might be familiar with all this, but if you're not familiar with it, just look at what I'm doing here. I think you understand. Okay, so here I'm going to still take this thing. I'll take it down to my I want to take it down to my hip length. I want to connect it like this. I actually changed my mind. I wanted to do it the other way around, but I just decided to do this. It's better like that for me. So now, since it's going to be a princess cut, so at the midpoint of your armhole, you just make a curve like this to your bust point. So from that side, you can just come down. Instead of doing what I did there, you can just come down by 1 inch and connect. Understand? So after that, I just connect it like this. So you can actually measure. You measure from the you measure this other side. You can measure it to the bust point and see if there's any shortage, and if there is a shortage, you can actually replace it, as in adjust it. Okay, so now we'll go for the neckline. For the neckline, I'm going to be taking the normal 3 inches width, and I'm going to be taking my slope of 1.5 for my shoulder slope. So here I'm going to be coming up by 2 inches. You can make your own 0 point. You can make yours 1.5. It depends on how high you want it to be, but I think 2 inches is okay. Then from this point, you are going to though there's a mistake I made here. I actually was drafting the back in here, but here is the front. So I came in outside here at 0.25, then it came in by upper there, it came in by 1/2 inch, then you connect like this. So this 1/2 inch I came down from this place like this is for the back. So I made a mistake there, usually for the back. So ignore that first line. So for here, from the this point, I'm going to show you. From here, you're going to be coming down by 1.5 inch. Then you're going to connect it like this. This line is not needed, so I just cancel the line. That's actually for the back. Okay, for the front, this is how it is. Okay, so you just place your pattern this thing like this, and you just roll it to that to the 1.5 we took, and you now go again by 1 inch, and you mark the depth of your neckline and how deep you want it to be, and you just connect. For mine, I took 8 inches, or 8.5 inch. So I'm going to show you again. From here, I took 1.5 inches, or 2 inches from the midpoint. Then from that place, you connect it to the depth of your neckline, how deep you want your neckline, whether 8 inches or 9 inches, it depends. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my measurements. I'm going to be taking my bust measurements plus the dots. I'll mark what I have there as a dot, and I'll add it there. Then you can add your seam allowances on it, but I'm going to be adding my seam allowances on my fabric. Okay, so here I'm going to take my waist measurements plus the dots. Then on my hips, I'm going to be taking my hip measurement plus the dots. I'm going to be adding the dots. Then I'll add extra like 3 inches or 4 inches. You can take 3, you can take 4 inches, and I'm just going to connect. So I'm going to be coming up here by 2 inches at the side to prevent the sharpness there. Then I'm going to make a curve like this. So I'm just trying to shake what I got at the bottom. So it's same thing. If you close the dot, you're going to get your actual hip line. So at the side, I'm going to be taking my side dot. There's a difference between your back, your front and your back. So mine is 1.5, so I just took it there. And so this all for the front pattern, and I'm just going to cut it out now. I'm just trying to shake it again because I don't want any shortage. So I'm just shaking it to ensure that I'm not having any shortage. Okay, please ensure you avoid too much curve at your armhole, as in deep curve. Avoid deep curve at your armhole. So just watch how I'm cutting it, and you do the same. So before I cut everything out, you're going to measure this part of your neckline so that it will be the same thing what you have in the back here that I'm marking. So just mark what you have there. So whatever you have there, you're going to be using it to measure that for the back so that there will not be any shortage and irregularities. Okay, so the back, this is the, I'm trying to draft the back pattern. Back pattern is not difficult, it's just simple. So I'm just taking my vertical measurement, so that's what I'm marking right here. So I took my chest line, my waist, and the full length, that's to the hip, your hip line. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm marking here. Just marking my, here is the horizontal measurement. So I'm taking my armhole, chest line. So I'm taking my shoulder measurement. So here I'm just drafting normal basic measurement. So I came down for the shoulder by 1 inch for the back. So now I'm going to get the midpoint. I'll mark the midpoint there. Then I'm going to come out by half an inch or 0.25 for the back shoulder. Then you connect to your chest line. So I'm going to be going up from that 3 inches mark. I'll go up by 2 inches and I'll connect like this. So after that, I'm going to be coming up from this side by 1 inch. I'll come up from here by 1 inch. Then you come in by half an inch, and here you go out by 0.25. You connect like this. Make a curve like this. So from there you take your zipper allowance. So I'm taking my zipper allowance from the midpoint. I'm taking my zipper allowance. So you just make it straight to the zipper allowance like this. Then you will measure what you have here, if it's going to be the same with the value you got for your front. So you're going to check if it's the same. So mine is same with what I got for the front. But if it's not the same for yours, you make adjustment, okay? So here I'm taking my nipple to nipple point. I'll come down by 1 inch from the chest line, and I'm going to make a straight line like this. And from the hip point, I'm going to be coming up by 2 inches. Then I'm taking my dart. I took a dart of 1/2 inch each. Then I'm going to roll it down to the 2 inches I took up on like this. Then at the midpoint of the armholes, I'm just going to connect it like this. So just avoid sharp lines. Now I'm going to be taking my measurements. My chest line, my waist measurement, and my hip measurement, then plus the 3 or 4 inches you add to it. So just connect the lines. I'll go up by 2 inch. You can go and you connect the line. So from the waist, that's for the zipper. From the waist, you're going to be coming in by 1/2 inch, and you're going to take it all the way up like this, and you take it down like this too. So after that, you're still going to be taking 1/2 inch like this, take 1/2 inch again like this, and you're going to connect. I'm going to connect it to the other side like this. So if you do your blouse like this, you're going to get a very straight back zipper without any bulge. It's just going to be resting perfectly. Okay, so I'm still trying to measure what I have on the neckline, or what I have for the front, and what I have for the back. So I just bought the front. I just want to try it again if it's actually the same. I just want to check it again to be sure. so it's okay. So when I measure it, I found out that is it's the same value I got. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so after measuring and I saw it's the same. Now we just have to cut it out. Please, you can go through it again. If you don't understand my voicing, you can just go through it. You understand exactly what I'm doing, okay? But if you don't still understand, you can also drop a comment. Alright? So do like and share. So now I'm just cutting the pattern. I left that space because of the side darts. So we're closing the side dart. You close it like this, and you notice the side is I had to use some gum to close it. Then just straighten this out. After that, you cut it out. So here's the front pattern. So you can still do a cross check if it's matching, and if there's no shortage at the armhole. So you can see we're good to go. So this is for the front. And there's a back pattern. I'm going to cut it like this. So I close the that I took from the zipper. I'm going to cut it like this. So if you follow this method of how to do your take a dart for the zipper to prevent zipper bulge, you're going to be getting a very perfect zipper line on your back blouse, and it's not going to be having any kind of bulge whatsoever. Okay. These are the back. and here is the front pattern. I just want to check it out. So you always do this, you check if it's aligned, then if there's any adjustment you need to do, you do it. Okay, so just make sure it's it's same. Okay, at the side. So that's, I'm just checking it out. So there's a little adjustment I need to do there, so I did that, and I'll cut it out. So you cross check like this, so you won't be having any kind of irregularity when you're sewing. So here I've cut my fabric with the lining. For this, I am not going to be stabilizing this fabric because it's just for a tutorial, and I'm the one wearing it, so I just didn't put gum stay or hair stay on the fabric. But it's good to do that so that it will give your the blouse some kind of structure and fitness. Okay, so I use a paper stay at the neck like this. This is how you're going to do yours. So I did at the back. For the back, I did this. Okay, so you're going to do yours also. Then my lining, if you want to make yours very rich, you have to buy a rich lining, and you have to stabilize your fabric. Okay, so I just want to show you on a brighter light because the light went off before, so I'm just want to show you again if it's not clear in the other side, and showing you what I did at the neckline for the front and the back. And this is my lining. I'm not going to be padding this. I don't want to use pad. I'm going to be putting on bra when I want to wear this, but you can actually pad it if you want. So now I'm going to be teaching you a very easy method to make your sleeve. Fast method. Okay, so just look at what I'm doing right now. So I'm just taking my start line because I'm going to be cutting that edge out because it's not smooth. So what you're going to do, you're going to be taking your armhole measurement and you add 2 inches to it. Your armhole measurement, mine is 8, so I added 2 inches. Then then you take the length of your sleeve, taking the length of my sleeve. So we're going to be coming down here by 3 inches for the cup height. just come down by 3 inches there. Then you connect like this to the center like this. So for the back, we're going to be connecting the back sleeve line. We're not going to be making too much deep cut on the back sleeve line. So I'm just going to be making mine like this. So for the front, the front is kind of deep. So I just want to mark the midpoint. Then I'm going to draw the curve for the front. So there's the front curve that I'm doing right now. So you're going to be taking your round plus allowance, then you take your seam allowance, okay, and you just connect like this. Until I'll be taking my seam allowance at the bottom like this. So here is just the fastest way to make your sleeve. Okay, so I have a tutorial on how to make the kind of sleeve I did for this blouse. I have a tutorial on it. So I'm going to be cutting a fabric that I'm going to be gathering on the sleeve. So I have a tutorial on it. You can go to the channel. You can go to the channel and you see it, okay? So after cutting that, I'm going to be cutting for the front. So this is the front. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So here I've attached the front pieces. I've joined them together, and I've done that for the back. I've joined the pieces, and if there's any little, like in the armhole or for the back, if there's any little this thing that will come out, just a little, no more than 0.25. But if it's more, that means there's something wrong with the pattern. Okay, you have to redo it. Okay, you need to cross check it again. So I'm joining. This is how I joined the pattern. Then you do the same thing on your lining. So I've done that for my lining. I've I didn't add a pad for this, okay? So I've turned my lining with the main fabric. So this is what I was talking about. Is in little, just adjust it like that, okay? It doesn't have to be much. If it's much, then something is wrong, okay? So now we're going to be adding this like this. Just look at the video, the way I turned my neck, my the front and the back neckline. You just turn it like this. This is how you're going to place it. Fabric to the main fabric, lining to the main lining, then you connect. So for this sleeve, I already have a tutorial on it, so you can go through the channel and you get the tutorial. So that's all for this tutorial. Please do like and share. Thank you, and I love you all. God bless you.